Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you back to another episode of Paper Mario, the Thousand Year Door remake here on the channel. In the last one, we managed to complete the rest of Twilight Town, got ourselves a Peach and a Loot, learned that the thousand-year-old door was treasure had a demon in it, and we're trying to awaken. But even if we were able to just even to just destroy the enemy within, the door is in a weakened state because it is a thousandth year and it plans to open up anyway. So we gotta keep on collecting the crystal stars, and the next one is located in Keelhaul Key. But before we did all that, we talked to Flavio, who's gonna be our captain, manning the SS Flavion, the ship, so to speak. But we also did a couple of side quests, a couple of side missions from the Trouble Center here. Hi, my name's Gunther. Find the guy who pulled a credit card fraud on me. I'll be in Rogueport Square. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I figure we're going to do a couple of these this episode to try to knock off some of the more Trouble Center stuff before we head on off to more plot and, head to Keelhaul Key to go on our search for the 5th Crystal Star. But now that we got that out the way, we got Yoshi here. I don't know why. I think Gunther. I think this is the Gunther. This is the guy that got his credit card fucked up. Let me see. You look like you don't know how to teach you something. How about that? Yeah, I already knew that. Fine. A better tip next time. All right. Where is the Oh, this is Gunther probably. Yep. Handle my trouble. If you hear a fan in the background, I do apologize. I am not sweating in this 90-ass degree humid weather here. And I'm not I don't need sweat rolling down the crack of my ass. So I'm just going to stay cool. I do apologize about that. We do have to find Bobbery though, because he is definitely a who we definitely need in order to make it to Keelhaul Key. So what was that? Wait. So what was going on with this guy? Did you find Larson? The guy's on the verge of getting himself up, so don't worry what he'll do. Keep after him until you catch him. By the way, the bands are in blue. Several Rogueport. This one will fess up once you grill him. Okay. Sorry, I didn't really even pay attention to that. There should be a couple in the back alley here. I know that for a fact. That one doesn't do that one doesn't do anything. I guess Larson's to the right then. Because that bandit we already got in the beginning of the game. So now we just have to find. There we go. Got a problem? What are you looking at? Unless you got business with me, scram. What? You want me to turn the money I swindled? What are you, the fraud police? Jeez. How'd I let myself get caught? Oh no! We gotta go after him. Okay, now he's probably gonna go back in the alleyways of Rogueports. Oh, I gotta be careful doing that shit. If you've seen my my Fantasy Life 1, The Girl Who Steals Time, F Friday episode, at the time I'm recording this, I'm just on the recovering end of getting my wisdom teeth removed. Yeah, surprised you barred my hideout, buddy. You're probably just jealous. All right, fine. But yeah, I'm just on the verge of the final recovery of my wisdom teeth being pulled, the 2 bottom ones at least, and of course I'm dealing with dry socket in one of them, for those who know what that is and knows how painful that can be. But yeah, other than that though, should be probably like another few days or week or so, and I should be good to go. But at least I feel healthy enough at least to start recording more and more episodes of Paper Mario here. Sorry if my voice sounds a little different because of it, but we'll just continue on with the way the thing here. And I think we have to do this one more time through the back. There he is. Oh no, the fraud police. Yeah, I'm not going to try to do any serious storytelling or something like that in this episode. Probably for the next couple of episodes, to be quite honest with you. Just because I don't want to fucking hurt myself in the process, hurt my mouth in the process. Just be like, oh boy, go grab it. And just all that fun shit. But we completed the trouble, and all the time that it's taken me to explain all that So we did it, got our reward, and yeah, we're done with that. Just gotta find, see if we can go back to the Trouble Center real quick and take care of another one. Took a few minutes there to complete. All right, Trouble Center. We'll probably do one more, and then we'll continue on with the plot. Because how many do we got here? Come over and play, help my daddy. Okay, so these are the ones here. Elusive badge. Actually, you know what? Let's do this one. I'm after the elusive badge. Must explain in person. Meet me at the roof of Zesty's house in Rogueport Square. Posters anonymous. This may be dangerous. Want to take on the trouble? You definitely want to take on the trouble here. And this is only available after Chapter 4. Because what we're going to do is go up to the house located on top of Zesty. If you happen to recall, Zesty's, the building above Zesty's place was the badge shop here in Rogueport. So we got the elusive badge here. Beautiful. Big welcome to you. Welcome to the lovely house. So it's fine. Come again. It's probably... There we go. What's this? Pretty lucky girl to have a strapping fellow like you take on my trouble. One elusive badge, but I failed at every turn. It is hidden in Hooktail's lair, of that much I'm sure. I went to check that room after being hooked there, but nothing. I did hear rumors to find this badge. One has to use the wind. I have no idea what that means, though. Anyways, look for it, all right? Oh, we're definitely going to look for it in the same room where we saw her at the near tail end of Chapter 1. So what we have to do is we have to fast travel to Pipe 1. In the original, you would have to do this the OG way. You would have, or not the OG way, but at this point, you should have something similar to where, you know, you unlock certain pipes in certain worlds, just like in the original Paper Mario. It's just more condensed in this version and more readily faster and available. So now that we got that, we're back in Petalburg. We don't have to worry about swimming or anything like that, all some sorts of time. I'm just going to go ahead and get to Hooktail's castle up to that room. I will see you guys momentarily. Okay, so it wasn't in the same room we met the mouse, but it is inside Hooktail's lair here. Power of the Wind, which should reveal something around here. Where is the middle of the room? There it is. Okay, cool. Very well hidden secret, and bam! You got an elusive badge. The badge Miss Mouse is looking for. Take it to her. And we're going to take it to her momentarily, but of course with the power of editing, it'll be him showing up right now. And we are back. Here is the elusive badge for Miss Mouse here. Yeah, we got it. Looks to be a musical badge. Certainly the badge we're looking for. Yep. That's good. That's good. I was the one who hid that badge. It was a little game of mine. So you fucking bitch. I have to apologize. Yeah, you better. I knew you'd find it. Cheese hunk. We have more badge for you than I do. I just thought of something. Perhaps I should just travel with you from now on. For our reward, we get the badge that's... Not only do we get the badge that we managed to find, which is Attack SFB. It's changed the sound effect to Mario attacks to sound mousy. That you enjoy the pleasure of my company. And we got a brand new partner. This is completely optional, but Miss Mouse has now joined our party. Let's go ahead and see what ability she has. A primer. Press X and Miss Mouse will sniff the surrounding air. If there are any items or objects here nearby, she will point you towards the general direction. Have her check for anything in the air. As you can notice by the little glitter in the bubble there, you know, we got something close. You know what you find something here? If something interesting, her nose will twitch. Have her check the air again. There's something right near us, sweetie. Her reaction will change depending on the distance to the item. This concludes it. All right, I've mastered it. Now, when it comes to Miss Mouse, well, she can attack enemies with her Love Slap, pierces defense. She can also help by using Kiss Teeth to steal an enemy's items. Miss Mouse, in the Paper Mario community, is not considered liked, or is considered not necessarily one of the better partners, but she does have a couple of things going for her. She has that Kiss Thief ability, like it mentioned here, where she can steal not just items, but badges that the enemy may have, which can come in handy if you see an enemy with an item. Her attack is basically not good in terms of like attack power and stuff like that. I mean, Kiss does steal defense, but basically you could be using her for either stealing items, or she's known basically as an HP sponge. Basically, she can be the punching bag of all the party members. Say your most desired party members running low and you need somebody to take a hit. Miss Mouse is more than perfect for that. But now that we can go back to the Trouble Center here real quick, in the same castle, Hooktail's Castle, try to find me for Koopook, the wandering hide-and-seek champion, hiding somewhere in Hooktail's Castle. I'll give you a member's card for Pianta Parlor. That's going to allow access to the games and stuff like that on the west side of town. We're going to go ahead and do that, but we already know where it is. It's the room right below Miss Mouse where we saw her for the first time, so I am going to do due diligence, do my editing, and see you in a second. All right. So now we are back. Oh, there's the Koopa right there. So what you want to do? Son of a bitch. No, we're gonna run away. We're gonna run away. We don't fucking need to deal with this shit. Actually, you know what? Let's fucking power shell them. I don't give a fuck. Let's just do it right now. There you go. They're both dead. 1 star point. Yay. Woo. 69. Nice. All right. Now we got that out the way. Let's go ahead and... Oh, more coinage. I gotta go back to her and get some more curses. Increase the coins threefold for... Hey, that's not bad. But anyways, here is the hide-and-seek champion here. So you found me. Curses! I felt sure that no one ever find me here. I'm a master, you see. I love sneaking and hiding so much, just never shop. It was a hobby, but then soon I was known as the hide-and-seek Koopa. Koopook! I thought it was you. We used to be neighbors back when we were barely shell high. Oops, is that you? Yes, Koops. The same Koops always had to be it when we played hide and seek. But you never found me. Not even once. I can't believe you finally did it. All right. Yeah, I remember back then. Yeah, you wasn't in. No one ever found you. That was the very day I decided to become a hide and seek Koopa. Ever since that day, I've hid and snuck and hid my way through life. I'm sure there's an allegory somewhere in there. That was a big day. I'll give you what I promised. Special card, member card that lets you play the plane mode game in the Pianta Parlor. Found this while I was traveling and hiding in the world. Well, I'm off, time to go for a new hiding place. Wish me luck. Still got a lot to learn if you find hiding me. Nice seeing you again. See you later. Solved the trouble. Solved everything, but we gotta head all the way back, so I will see you guys momentarily. Alrighty, and we're back at the Trouble Center. We completed the troubles and everything of the sort. I figured let's go ahead and do a little bit more plot before we, try to end the episode here. This is Admiral Bob. This is the guy we need. You seek Admiral Bobbery? Never heard of gent. Take your search elsewhere. Bullshit. I know you're Bobbery. Well, we gotta figure out how to get to the Bobbery, but we gotta go back to the bar for that one. We gotta talk to the bartender here. Admiral Bobbery? Yeah, I know him. You know that house just past the wall in eastern part of town? That's his. But I think both of you and he would be better off if you just let him be. Okay, so we have to talk to him again. Okay, so I did this a little backwards. You gotta talk to him first. Time to find a double bomb. Okay, yep. Sweet. Thanks for the context, but let's go ahead and press them. Press Bobbery here so that way you can be like, bitch, get your ass back out on the sea. We need you. The world's at stake here. There we go. Admiral Bobbery. I haven't the faintest idea what you're talking about. Now, if you please. Drop the X, Super Stash. We already found out that you're Admiral Bobbery. Oh, what poppycock. Tell me, what would you want with me if I were this chap? You say your ship needs a navigator. You want me to do the job. Okay. But you'll have to look elsewhere. I shall set sail upon the sea, nevermore. You want to see me beg or something? Yeah, no. You don't need to beg. We gotta convince him to take us to Keelhaul Key here. It's just, that's just horrible. And oh, look at that, Shine Sprite. Cool. All right. So yeah, well, I guess we can't do shit about it. Can't do jack shit. What's the next move, Chief? Salty dude's going nowhere fast. What's this beef with the ocean anyway? Go find someone who knows what this dude's deal is. And we will know what this dude's deal is. But first, we need to power up Miss Mouse. And I'm going to just do that momentarily. Yep, power up Sheen 3, Shine Sprites. There we go. Shazibi. Shazubi. Fuck that. All right. Nope. Let's see. We can't increase the rank anymore. Not until we get the Ultra Stone. The same item in the first game that gave us the ability to power up even further is no different in this one, so I'm not really spoiling anything with that. Alrighty, back to the bar we go. Because this guy knows the deal with Bobbery. Say Bobbery won't go to sea, huh? Well, can't say that surprises me. The real question is, are you folks really sure you want Bobbery back on the water? Oh, is that it? Now I see. You want him out on an expedition to Keelhaul Key. Rough seas out there. Most sailors will eat their ends. Not old Bobbery, though. The fact of the matter is, Admiral Bobbery's tale is sad. Horribly sad, actually. We'll probably end up crying. But I'll tell it to you if you want me to. Look, man, just fucking do what you gotta do. Here's Bobbery's background and lore. He was once married. He had a wife of enduring beauty named Scarlet. Two of them were madly in love. The sword one reserved for fairy tale. Bobbery was a renowned sailor, so he was away from home for long periods. Scarlet never complained, though, and always waited faithfully for Bobbery's return. And Bobbery, eyes never drifted. He only loved Scarlet truly and deeply. So they lived and found happiness where they could, and all was good for a time. But not all good things can last. It was a particularly icy winter when it happened. Scarlet fell ill. A virus? Passing cold? No one knew, but it soon turned serious. Bobbery at sea on a long, lonely voyage knew nothing of his bride's suffering. By the time he returned, Scarlet had succumbed. She was gone. Bobbery, of course, blamed himself. My loving wife perished because of me. If I were not at sea, I could have nursed her to health. I could have saved her. He was overcome with such thoughts. They tormented him, always haunting his sleep. He has never gone out to sea since. God damn, that's dark! Why must romance so often end in tragedy? Why? I can see why he won't sail. You all know his tale now, so they'll tell me. Do you want him to return to the sea? We got no choice. I understand. If you're that determined, I'll give you this. And I hate this barman because of this. You got an old letter. This letter Scarlet wrote to Bobbery just before he departed. I hate characters, whether it be in television, movies, video games, that pull this bullshit trope. I'll explain in a second. On her deathbed, Scarlet wrote Bobbery a final letter. You hold it in your hands. I don't know what's written inside, but I can tell you what she told me as she lay dying. If I should succumb to this plague, and if my love should blame himself for my death, then give this letter to him so that he hear my voice. It was her last request. But when I saw Bobby in misery, trying to forget the pain as he mourned his wife, I just couldn't bring myself to present this letter to him. I've regretted it ever since. Please, Take this letter and do the deed I was too cowardly to do. Take it to Bobbery. So this motherfucker tormented Bobbery by holding on to the final letter that his dying wife wrote, and by the time that he was going to give it to her, he's like, I'm too much of a pussy. I can't. I fucking hate that trope. Whether, like I said, TV, music, movies, video games, I hate it. Why in the fuck would you knowingly hold on to something knowing that was supposed to belong to them and knowing it probably couldn't make a difference in their life or not? But no, instead, your dumbass just decide to choose to just hold on to it, probably torment this motherfucker even more unintentionally, even if you know, obviously it wasn't intentional, but still, that's the kind of bullshit you'd be like, look, this is what she wrote. I don't give a fuck how sad you are. If something is important, as big as important like that, I mean, anyway, sidebar over. Let's go. Away with you. Pardon? A letter, you say? For me? Scarlet! This is Scarlet's handwriting. Scarlet, my love. My love, if you're reading this letter, I am no longer by your side. Because fate has stepped in between us, I decided to write you this letter. If you're reading this, I must have passed away while you were out to sea. I can only assume that you will blame for yourself for it, my sweet Bobbery. Although my life was short, you gave me more than a lifetime's worth of joy. Though you will mourn, I beg that you remember that time, like love, is a tide. You are one with the sea, as you were one with me. Do not lose both your life's loves. Time, like love, is a tide. You are one with the sea, as you were one with me. God damn, that's some good writing. 1,000 pardons, but may I have a moment alone, if you please? That's some good shit. Yes, love, I was happy. My sweet, sweet Scarlet. I love you still. Alright, he's finished crying. The ding on the bell ding was off on that. You were looking for Navigator, I believe. Bound for Kill Hall Key. Harmph. If you think an OC bomb like he is off what you need, then let's shove off. Admiral Bobbery. Excellent. The ship's in the harbor, I must inspect it before we leave. I shall meet you there. And now this guy snaps out of it, got the motivation we need, and now we have the ability to go to Keel Hall Key. But before we do that, the card that we received from Kupuk, over at the Pianta Parlor on the west side. Let's go ahead and show that off real quick before we make our way towards Bobbery here. So here's the Pianta Parlor. In here, you can exchange your money for Pianta tokens. Pianta Changer, you can change for, 3 for 1, 15 for 5, 30 for 10, or obviously for 3 coins each, 150, never mind. I did 30, I think I did that on my off time. But now just talk to her. That card, you got a member's card. I'll prepare the mini game you can play with that member's card. How exciting. You can now play the playing game. Alright, let's go ahead and do in the playing game here. And see how far you can fly. The farther you fly, the more Piantas you win. If you land on one of the platformer's numbers, you'll get a bonus. But if you land on a penalty tile, you'll lose Piantas, so be careful when landing. It'll cost you 10 to play. Not bad. Stay on your toes. And we flipped. Good luck. Now, you have to be really good to get with the paper in order to be able to make it through. There is a game for every single one of them. The playing game. You can see the panels on the floor. +1, +2. 200 yards you get 4. 300 for 8. 400 for 12. Oh, my goodness. And it keeps 600 for 4. Oh, there's a 700 too. Look at that. All right, let's go ahead and start. you automatically switch out, so booyah. And done. +1. You always want to make sure you do land on it, so if you know you're not going to land on it proper, just go ahead and deplane. And with that, Piantas earn 12 with a panel bonus of 1, and you got 25 Piantas. That's a 15. That is a 15 plus profit on the Pianta tokens there. And you can continue to play as many times as you want. Great way to build up not just only Pianta tokens for, you know, the playing game and stuff to earn winnings, but when you trade in your winnings, you can trade it for certain items. Like, for example, I'm going to trade for a couple of cake mixes here. Whoops. Trade in the winnings. There we go. And you can also get badges as well. So, like other badges, you can get HP FP for 150, another power jump for 80, refund, super appeal. And I do believe you do unlock more badges the more games you get to unlock. There is a game for each individual ability, and I do believe you only gain the cards via the Trouble Center. But a couple of slot machines akin to Mario 3. Spicy matching game. Get Piantas if you do well. Hard, but you can win lots of Piantas. So you can win up to 50 if you match the star. So let's go ahead and see what we can do here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, no flowers. Good. Wait a second. We could be good. Damn it, I was off by 1. Alrighty, so that's the spicy one. This is a regular one here. It's a little bit slower. Sweet matching game, you can play for 1 here, and it's just, we're just gonna, yeah. Oh, damn it, could have gotten the plow block. That's fine. And you can see your stats via the Nintendo Game Boy scoreboard. See, 415 distance. It is possible. I wonder what the secret is in order to get more and more Piantas, but let's just go ahead and just exchange a little more for 15 coins. Why not? Keep it above the 30 that I had originally. Thank you very much. Alrighty, we're good here. Cool. So that's the Pianta Parlor. Again, like I said, that's the games. That's the paper playing game. If I unlock more, I'll go ahead and show off those games as well. But now that we got a cake mix, let's go ahead and cook a cake real quick. I'm going to put it in storage so that way. All right, what do we got? 1 item. Yeah, let's just do the 1 item here. Cake mix. And then I'll do a twofer for a cake mix and a mushroom. And if I'm not mistaken, that does bring a bloom cake. But a regular cake, mousse cake, replenishes 15 FP. Not bad for, that's pretty damn good for, like, your FP and stuff like that. So let's take a cake mix and let's take the mushroom. Should be a shroom cake. If you use a super mushroom, even though it's 10 HP, you'll probably get the same result, but that's why you gotta be careful with the mushrooms you use. If you use like a cake mix and an ultra shroom, you're just basically wasting the ultra shroom. 10 and 10. Doesn't matter which mushroom you use, it'll always be 10 and 10. Never mind. I'm just going to hold on to it for now because I think we we are good there. But let's see. What do we got here for you? Ooh, Wario emblem. Ultra Mushroom. Ooh, Mega Rush. Jumpman. Increases jump attack power by 1, but lose your hammer ability. Oof. That's rough. So basically, oh, sorry, Yoshi. You play like regular, you just play just normal Mario. Yay, Petuni. Very good. No great monsters. But not the Elder Beam Man. My brother's still the same. We should come back to play sometime. Play something Petuni. Okay. Oh, okay. It's just a nice little letter. And egg. You can actually get that from there as well. And that's like 5 HP. You can use it to cook and stuff like that. I don't know exactly where it is at the moment. But with that, we're now here at the ship. Admiral Bobbery is on board. He's up on the top left there. But we're going to call it an episode here. Next time we come back, we are going to start our adventure to Keelhaul Key, start Chapter 5, and see where the adventure leads from there. So until then, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Hope you have yourselves a fantabulous day. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Good night.